Welcome to IBTimes World Cup preview of the semi-final between Brazil and Germany. I'm joined by Chief Sports Reporter Nick Howson and European football correspondent Eduardo Fernandez-Abascal. Brazil against Germany. Now both these sides, they won with quite pragmatic fashion. Germany doing what they do best, grinding out a result against France. Brazil committing an awful lot of fouls on their way to defeating Colombia. I guess the story would be that Brazil, whilst being the hosts, have lost both Neymar and Thiago Silva for this match through injury and suspension respectively. So surely this has never been a better time for Germany to gain revenge for their 2002 World Cup final defeat.
Absolutely, no doubt about that. It's really unfortunate that we come to a semi-final match and we're talking about two players that aren't going to be playing in it. And as far as Brazil are concerned, it's obviously their best two players, their talismanic figure in Neymar and their captain Thiago Silva, who was absolutely fantastic against Colombia, especially after the yellow card that ruled him out of the semi-final. It's unfortunate that you would think that because there are so many passengers in that Brazil team, like to Paulinho, you wonder, the money that Daniel Levy paid for him must be in some sort of holding account in the Virgin Islands, because we'll never see it again. Total waste of money. Fred as well, he's a blob up front. The unfortunate thing is that the game may well descend into sort of the fouling fast that we saw against Colombia, which is unfortunate for a game of such a stage. For Germany, it's almost going to be perfect for them. There's not going to be a great deal of football played from Brazil, you'd think, and they can sort of edge their way around, not have to sort of convince too many people, because let's not forget, they haven't played superb football. They've done what they needed to do. They capitalised on Portugal's sort of ill discipline. Yes, okay, they got that draw against Ghana when they probably could have lost. The rest of the game, they sort of capitalised a little bit, and you can see the game sort of going the same sort of way, unfortunately. Fouls committed. Brazil really, all their onus is going to be on Willian coming in for Neymar, and hopefully we can see something more from Hulk as well. He's sort of impressed a little bit against Colombia and Chile. He's very much going to be the central man in terms of trying their goal threat. But unfortunately, again, we're sort of talking about those two players that aren't going to be playing.
Yeah, definitely, it's a really good opportunity for Germany to win, because Brazil are losing the two most important players for Scolari, the leader of the defense and the leader of the attack. Neymar is the only player that can make the difference for them. Probably now is Oscar the guy that has to give a step forward, but he hasn't got the character to lead the team, I think, in the attack. As Nick said, maybe Hull has the one that have to do something different in this game, and let's see who is the replacement. If it's Willian or Bernat maybe, or even Ramirez, a more solid option, that considering that Scolari is doing very defensive style in this World Cup. Ramirez is also another option. And in the defense, I think Thiago Silva's absence is crucial, because he's really important, because he's a really good footballer. He's probably the best centre back in the world, but also I think he's the kind of player that make the rest better, especially David Luiz. David Luiz has the talent to be a top centre back. He's proving it in this World Cup, but I think he needs like a guy like Thiago Silva, experienced guy to tell him you need to be focused on defending and not to do crazy things that he normally does at Chelsea, and because of that Mourinho a lot of times they didn't use him in the centre back and he put in the midfield. So yeah, definitely it's a really good chance for Germany, because also Germany have been one of the most consistent team in this World Cup. In terms of a squad, I think it's probably the most completest squad in this tournament. They have a really good attack, and especially with Müller up front, they are very dangerous. Probably it's true that Özil is not in his best form, but anyway, the midfield is unbelievable with Kroos and Schweinsteiger and Khedira. And the defense, it's true that they are a little bit slow, but Neuer is solving their problems with playing almost as a centre back. So yeah, definitely I think Germany are now the favorites after what happened with Neymar and Thiago Silva in the quarter-final.
I mean, Germany will try and dictate the game they want to play. It's quite clear against Ghana the game was far too open for them, and it almost got away from them. It's similar against Algeria as well. So Brazil obviously will want an open, expansive game, despite the fact they haven't scored a goal from open play since the group stage. It will play into Germany's hands. Another thing that you mentioned about the squad being so complete, so to speak, is that they've got so many different options. Miroslav Klose started up front. In the quarter-final, we could well see Muller return to that position and play up front on his own. So they've got so many options, Germany, and at the back certainly Matt Hummels' return. No coincidence that yes, he scores against France, but they keep a clean sheet as well, and they looked far better with him at the back as well. Sort of all areas. It's really unfortunate. Obviously, they're a favourite in every game, and there's an underdog. But in this game, we're so significantly swayed in one favour. It's really unfortunate that we get to the semi-final after a great tournament, and we're talking really about the fact that Germany will probably be in the final on Sunday.
So predictions of the score?
I think Germany will go through in 90 minutes. I would think probably sort of a 1-0.
90 minutes as well, and probably 2-1, 1-0. We are seeing in this World Cup that all the teams are very balanced, so I don't expect like a 4-0 or something like that.
No, certainly not.
But yeah, probably in 90 minutes, Germany can solve the game.
Well, hopefully the other semi-final will be a lot tighter affair. Well, for all our World Cup coverage, go to our website, ibtimes.co.uk/sport.